This is an excellent, and I mean excellent, question. Is Anarchious involved in his culture, not just self-discovery of his powers, but also his culture and heritage? Now, I do not like to give anything away when I talk about the stories I write because I do so many twists and turns that I want you to experience it. But I will say this. While the story has elements of a shonen and it's an adventure and there's a lot of fighting, I focused heavily on the story. All the fighting and power shit is not even third dairy. And you will see when you pick up the comic book. This comic manga hybrid Judgment Day. When you pick this up, you will not just see cool fights, cool adventures. You're going to find culture. Culture that almost never gets explored in the Western world. I took pride in doing this. In the second comic, Anarchists get called a Izulu. What is an Izulu? It's a vampiric bird from West African lore. Not only that, there's an Adize. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Adiz Abafeo. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Also a vampire. What I'm trying to say to you is, I'm going to tell you this. Early on in the story, Anarchious is cut off from his culture, his people, everything. Him and his brother both. There's a reason why, and I really think you should pick up the story. And everything in this story has a meaning, has a parallel, has subtext, has a metaphor. Everything in this story means something. This is not your regular beat 'em up. I just want to do power scaling and show you guys that my character is boundless and limitless. No. Absolutely not. Every single character has a purpose. Every single character has a story. Every single character means something. Anarchius and his brother being disconnected from their culture represents something. If you're from the Caribbean, if you're African American, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you are displaced African in the diaspora, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this was a book before it became a comic book. And in the second book, Anarchius, spoilers, he meets his peoples. He learns from his peoples. However, it's a journey getting there. And you're going to love it. Pick up the comic book. I promise you. Yes. At some point, he participates and learns about his culture. In the coming up, I will give you this. He learns about Ashe. If you are African American, if you're African, if you're West African, if you're African in the diaspora, I'm not sure. Everybody knows about it, but Ashe. And I will give you this. In the book, I called it Key because I know a lot of people wouldn't know what Ashe was. But Ashe, just pick up the book. Yes. This is a thank you for this. Thank you for this question because it gives me a chance to bug out with my ADHD and my story Judgment Day. I feel as though it's even better with Anarchius because he gets to discover something in a place that he never has before. The belonging, not feeling fear. Well, there's still fear because when you read the story, you understand. But yeah, I just want to say I've been to Senegal, West Africa, Dakar, a week. And it's the only place besides St. Croix that I have felt that I belong. Not in Asbury Park, New Jersey, where I was born and where I'm from. Not in Washington, not in Northwest Washington, D.C., Southeast, Northeast, none of that. Black as hell, I've never felt like I belonged. But when I went to Senegal. Okay, anyway, what does that have to do with Judgment Day? It has everything to do with Judgment Day. It has everything to do with Anarchius and his culture. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave you with this. Look at what he's wearing. It looks very hip hop, right? It's very hip hop. But he's wearing something on his chest. He's He's wearing something on his chest. If you know, you know. Thank you for asking this question. You have a good one. Go pick up Judgment Day. You can get it right here on TikTok in our TikTok shop, or you can go ahead and go to afronominonstudios.com and pick up a copy, and we'll mail it right out to you almost immediately. I just bought a printer, label printer too, so it's coming out even faster. Have a good one.
The bamboo earrings, baby.